Nurses Week? You want me to come in and tell all of the nurses around the country how thankful I am for the job they do? It's interesting because they asked me to come in here and tell you guys my story. So I think that we should start with that. My story involves around a time when I was 11 years old. Through some way or another, my eardrum had gotten ruptured, like severely ruptured, my right eardrum. And when I finally got in front of an ear, nose, and throat doctor, they told me that I would become permanently deaf if I didn't manage to get a surgical procedure called a tympanoplasty done as soon as possible. Basically, they needed to go in and rebuild my entire eardrum. And I was 11 years old, and as I'm sure all of you guys can expect, I had a standard 11-year-old reaction to that, which is freak out. Like, I have no idea what surgery's like. And to make matters worse, when the day finally came, due to some family issues, I was in the custody of a temporary guardian, which meant that when I actually went back into the operating room or to wherever they anesthetized me, I didn't have a family member there. I didn't have anybody I knew. I was 11 years old, alone, in a scary situation that I had never been in before, and I was crying, and I was shaking, and I was panicking, and then suddenly there's this nurse. She's like my mom's age, 40s, give or take, and she's there, and she grabs my hand, and she sits next to me, and she says, "John, I have a son your age. He just had a surgery done a couple years back, and he was unbelievably brave. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. I know you feel alone in this moment, but I'm here for you. The same way I would be for my son. And you don't need to worry about whether we're going to take good care of you, because we have, I'm highly educated, the doctor's even more highly educated, and we're here to make sure that this goes right. So let's just take some breaths, let's relax, and when you wake up, this is all going to seem like it was a dream." And frankly, after that, I'm sure she said other things, but the anesthesia started to kick in, right? And so it gets a little hazy. I'm not a smart guy. I can't remember much, but the point is, when I woke up and everything was said and done, the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to say thank you to that nurse. And you'll notice this entire time I haven't said a name, and that's the craziest part about this. I was never able to thank her because I didn't even catch her name, which brings me to why this is such a compelling story in my eyes. Because for me, that memory was pivotal in the way that I learned what empathy should be. How a human can connect with another human, even if they know nothing about each other, and help them and care for them. And for that nurse, and for all of you out there who deal with situations like this on the daily, that's just Tuesday. The contributions you make in your community are profound, and they are compelling, and they are powerful, and you are not thanked enough for it. So let me say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for constantly demonstrating empathy for people. Even when you're an ER nurse and you take care of a patient who may not be very happy that you helped them out, you still saved their life and you deserve to be thanked. Thank you for that. Whether you're a labor and delivery nurse helping somebody bring life into the world, thank you. And thank you to all of the others that I can't possibly name because I'm not a nurse and I don't know, right? Thank you. It seriously, more than anything, helps to a degree that I cannot articulate to you if I wasted the video man's time for another 15 minutes waxing eloquent. But I'll just close it out with thanks from the bottom of my heart and from all of our hearts here at Atlas. And happy Nurses Week. Duh. Every week should be Nurses Week.